All right, let's talk about renting. For a lot of us, it's just a part of life. But what if it didn't have to be such a hassle? What if you could move into a new place and everything, I mean, everything was just ready? Today, we're going to dive into a new way of renting that promises to do exactly that. And honestly, it might just be the future of how we all live.
So let's start with a quick question. And I want you to be honest. Think back to the last time you moved. What was the absolute worst part? That one thing that made you just want to throw your hands up and say, I'm done. I have a feeling it probably wasn't just one thing, was it?
Yup, it's this whole mess, right? Trying to squeeze a couch through a doorway that's way too small, spending, like 3 hours on the phone just to get the internet turned on. And don't even get me started on the inflexible leases or those surprise fees that always pop up. It's so much time and energy wasted on just logistics. It turns something exciting into a total nightmare. But what if we could just get rid of all of that? I mean, just wipe the slate clean. Well, that's exactly where this new idea comes in. It's called the all-in-one apartment, and it's brilliant. So what is it really? Well, the idea is simple. It's an all-inclusive model. I want you to imagine getting one single bill each month that covers everything. We're talking your rent, of course, but also all the furniture, high-speed Wi-Fi, your utilities, even maintenance. It's all bundled together. No more juggling a million different bills. It's just one payment. Simple. And when you put the two side by side, the difference is just, wow. On one side, you've got traditional renting, an empty apartment, a stack of different bills, a super rigid lease, and you have to handle every single detail. Then you look at this new model, a place that's already furnished. One bill, flexible lease terms, and it's ready to go from day one. It's not even a fair fight. Okay, so this all-in-one thing sounds pretty great, but who's really benefiting here? Well, let's start with the tenants, because for them, this is an absolute game changer. It's all about making life way, way simpler.
This quote really gets to the heart of it: hassle-free, productive living. See, the thinking here is shifting. It's not just about giving you a place to sleep anymore. It's about creating a whole environment where you can actually focus on your life without all the usual headaches and surprise costs.
So what does that feel like day to day? Well, it means you can literally show up with nothing but a suitcase and be totally set. Your monthly costs are predictable, which makes budgeting so much easier. A lot of these places even come with proper workspaces, which is huge now. If a pipe bursts at 3 a.m., there's 24/7 support. And maybe the best part of all, the leases are actually flexible. They can adapt to your life instead of the other way around. So this is obviously a huge win for tenants, no question. But here's where it gets really interesting. It turns out that making life easier for renters actually creates a much smarter and safer investment for the property owners. This is the second big win in this whole system. Let's talk numbers for a second. By offering this premium, all-inclusive service, property owners can actually bring in 15 to 25% more in rental income compared to a standard empty apartment. That's a pretty significant boost to the bottom line. But it's not just about charging more money. It's about earning money more consistently. I mean, just look at this chart. The risk of having an empty apartment, what they call vacancy risk, is way lower with these managed units. And why is that? Well, it's simple. A better product attracts better tenants, and they tend to stick around longer. That means less time with an empty property that isn't making any money. So when you start adding it all up, the advantage for the owner is crystal clear. They don't have to deal with the day-to-day headaches of being a landlord. The property is well maintained, which protects its value over the long run. Plus, with professional tenant screening and clear financial reports, their property basically becomes a hands-off, high-performing investment. It's the dream, really. Okay, so we've got happy tenants and we've got happy owners. But there's a crucial piece of the puzzle we're missing. Who or what is the glue that holds all of this together? Well, that's the engine of the whole system, the operator, the company that manages everything from behind the scenes. This table lays it out pretty perfectly. You've got three main players. There's the resident, the tenant, who gets a great place to live for one simple fee. You've got the investor, who actually owns the apartment. And then right there in the middle, you have the operator. They're the ones who do all the work, furnishing the place, marketing it, handling the bills, and making sure the whole thing runs smoothly. So here's how that all comes together in practice. It's really just 3 simple steps. Step 1, an owner provides the property. Step 2, the operator steps in, does all the work to turn it into a premium move-in ready home. And step 3, the tenant just moves in.
and starts living. That's it. Clean, simple, and super efficient for everyone involved.
So let's zoom out. What's the big takeaway here? What does this all really mean? Because this is about more than just a clever business model for renting. This could actually be a sneak peek into the future of how we live in cities.
What we're really looking at here is a true ecosystem. It's one of those rare situations where everybody wins. The convenience and flexibility that people want today actually creates a more stable, more profitable investment for property owners. And the whole thing is made possible by a professional operator who takes care of all the messy details. It's a win-win-win.
And all of this leads to one final, really big question for the future. Our lives and our jobs are more flexible than ever before. So does a rigid 12-month lease even make sense anymore? Is it possible that one day we won't rent a home, but we'll subscribe to it, just like we do with Netflix? It's a great, wild thought to end on. Thanks for tuning in.